Have you ever found yourself holding on to the handrail a little tighter when climbing stairs? Or maybe you've noticed that getting up from your favorite armchair takes a bit more effort than it used to. These might seem like minor inconveniences at first, but they could be early signs that your legs are beginning to lose strength. And here's the surprising truth. For many older adults, leg weakness isn't just about aging. It's often a warning sign that your independence could be at risk down the road. But here's the good news. There's something you can do about it. In today's video, we're diving into a powerful yet often overlooked topic: why your legs tend to weaken before any other part of the body as you age. And more importantly, what you can eat today to fight back. I'll be revealing 3 specific, affordable foods that have been shown to support muscle strength, enhance balance, and even boost your overall vitality. This isn't just about staying upright. It's about staying free. Free to walk, to dance, to travel, to garden, to live life on your terms. Whether you're 65 or 85, this message matters. So stick with me until the end. Because the third food on this list, it's something you probably already have in your kitchen, and it might just change the way you move every day. If you're ready to take the first small step towards stronger legs and a more active life, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. 1. Why do legs weaken first as we age? Have you ever wondered why the legs, of all the parts of the body, seem to be the first to lose strength as we grow older? You're not imagining it, and it's not just a coincidence. Let's start with a simple truth. Your legs do a lot of heavy lifting, literally. From the moment you get out of bed, to walking across the kitchen, to getting in and out of your car, your legs are the primary engines of your mobility. They're involved in nearly every daily movement, so it makes sense that they're also the first to show signs of wear when your body begins to change with age. One of the biggest underlying reasons is a condition called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that typically starts around age 40. You might not notice it right away because it's a slow process, but studies show we lose about 1% of our muscle mass each year after 40, and that loss can accelerate after 60. Over time, this adds up to significantly reduced strength, especially in the legs where muscle is used most often. Unlike your arms, which may rest when you're sitting or relaxing, your legs are almost never off duty. They're like the foundation of a house, constantly bearing weight, balancing the body, and helping you stay upright. When that foundation starts to weaken, even simple actions like standing up from a chair can feel like a struggle. But here's what many people don't realize. Weak legs don't just mean slower movement or less energy. They can be an early warning sign of something far more serious. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among Americans aged 65 and up. And weakened leg muscles are one of the strongest predictors of fall risk. A single fall could mean months of recovery, or worse, a permanent loss of independence. So if you've been feeling a little off balance lately, or if your legs seem to get tired more quickly than they used to, your body is likely trying to tell you something important. This isn't just about fitness. It's about maintaining freedom, dignity, and the ability to live life on your own terms. The good news? You're not stuck with weak legs. Muscle decline is a natural part of aging, but that doesn't mean it's irreversible. With proper nutrition, smart movement, and a few intentional changes to your lifestyle, it's entirely possible to strengthen your legs and regain stability at any age. In the next part of this video, we'll look at 3 nutrient-rich foods that can help rebuild muscle, support bone strength, and give your legs the power they need to keep moving you through life, confidently and independently. Stick with me. You're just one step away from taking back your strength. 2. An inspiring story. How one woman took back her strength. Sometimes the most powerful lessons come not from science or statistics, but from the lived experiences of people just like us. Let me introduce you to Margaret, a 72-year-old retired schoolteacher from Ohio. For most of her life, Margaret was active. She loved morning walks in the park, gardening in her backyard, and dancing with her husband every Saturday night. But over time, things began to shift. At first, she noticed a slight stiffness in her knees. Then came the occasional stumble on her porch steps. Eventually, even walking to the mailbox became a chore. Margaret brushed it off as just getting older. After all, wasn't leg weakness inevitable past 70? But then came the wake-up call. A close friend of hers suffered a bad fall, broke a hip, and never quite regained her independence. That moment forced Margaret to reflect. She realized that if she didn't make changes now, she could be next. So instead of accepting decline, she took action. Margaret started small. No intense gym workouts, no trendy supplements, just simple changes. She began with short daily walks, even if it was just a few laps around the living room on rainy days. She added more protein to her meals and made a point to eat leafy greens at least once a day. And perhaps most importantly, she believed that change was still possible. Within 3 months, Margaret could walk a mile without stopping. She no longer dreaded stairs, and her legs felt sturdier beneath her. But the best part, she felt like herself again, confident, capable, alive. What Margaret's story reminds us is this: aging doesn't have to mean giving up control over your body. Muscle weakness might be common, but it's not a life sentence. The right habits, mindset, and nutrition can make a world of difference. And let's be honest, most of us know someone like Margaret. Or maybe we are Margaret. We've felt that slow decline and wondered if we'd ever feel strong again. That's why her story matters. It shows us that change is still within reach, at any age. So as you think about your own journey, ask yourself, what's one small step I could take today to support my strength? Maybe it's getting outside for a short walk, adding a high-protein snack to lunch, or simply believing that your best years of movement aren't behind you, because they aren't. And just like Margaret, you can reclaim your vitality, starting now. In the next part of this video, I'll show you 3 everyday foods that played a big role in Margaret's transformation, and how they can support your legs too. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive powders. They're simple, affordable, and likely already in your kitchen. Ready to find out what they are? Let's keep going. 3 essential foods that help strengthen your legs. A. Fatty fish, the muscle builder. When we think about foods that support strength in our later years, many of us jump to leafy greens or dairy. But there's one powerhouse food that often gets overlooked, and it could be the missing piece in your journey towards stronger, more stable legs. Fatty fish. We're talking about salmon, mackerel, sardines, and even tuna. These fish are rich in nutrients that go far beyond general health. They directly support muscle maintenance, joint comfort, and mobility. Let's start with the most well-known benefit: omega-3 fatty acids. These good fats aren't just heart-healthy, they're also muscle-friendly. Omega-3s help reduce chronic inflammation, which becomes increasingly common as we age. Why does that matter? Because inflammation in the muscles and joints can lead to stiffness, soreness, and slower recovery from even light physical activity. Think of omega-3s as oil in a well-used engine. They keep your body moving smoothly and reduce internal friction. But that's not all. Fatty fish are also an excellent source of high-quality protein, which is essential for maintaining and rebuilding muscle tissue. Remember, after age 60, your body becomes less efficient at using protein to repair muscle damage. So it's not just about eating enough, it's about getting the right kind. A 3-ounce portion of grilled salmon, for example, provides roughly 22 grams of complete protein, along with generous doses of vitamin D and B12, nutrients that support both bone health and energy metabolism. And here's the beauty of it. Eating fatty fish doesn't require a complicated diet plan. You don't need to turn your kitchen into a science lab. You can keep it simple and delicious. Here are a few practical ways to work fatty fish into your weekly meals. Grill or bake salmon fillets and serve them with roasted vegetables and brown rice. Mix canned tuna with olive oil, celery, and Greek yogurt for a protein-packed lunch. Add sardines to whole grain toast or toss them into a salad with chopped eggs and leafy greens. Worried about cost or availability? Canned options like wild-caught salmon or sardines in olive oil are affordable, shelf-stable, and nearly as nutritious as fresh. They're perfect for seniors living alone or those with limited access to fresh seafood. And if you're not a fan of fish at all, omega-3 supplements, like fish oil or algae oil, offer a convenient alternative, though always check with your doctor before adding new supplements. Let's not forget, fatty fish also help protect your bones. The combination of vitamin D and protein helps your body absorb calcium and maintain strong skeletal support, which is vital for preventing fractures during slips or falls. If you're aiming to stay mobile, independent, and strong through your 70s, 80s, and beyond, adding fatty fish to your weekly meals could be one of the smartest and most sustainable changes you make. Up next, we'll look at another common food group that works hand in hand with fatty fish to protect both your muscles and your bones. And yes, it's something you probably already have in your fridge. Let's dive into it. B. Dairy products, the guardian of strength. When it comes to aging gracefully and staying mobile, most of us focus on exercise, or maybe taking vitamins. But one of the most powerful tools for protecting your bones and muscles might already be in your kitchen. Dairy products. Milk, yogurt, cheese. These aren't just childhood staples. They're nutrient-rich allies that play a vital role in maintaining your strength and stability as you grow older. And for Americans over 65, especially those concerned about balance, falls, and muscle weakness, dairy can be a game changer. Let's break it down. First, protein. You probably already know protein helps build muscle, but what many people don't realize is that the need for protein actually increases as we age. That's because our bodies don't process it as efficiently. When you perform daily movements like standing, walking, or even gardening, your muscles experience micro tears that need repairing. Protein is what helps rebuild those fibers, stronger than before. A single glass of milk provides about 8 grams of high-quality protein, while a serving of Greek yogurt can offer up to 20 grams. This kind of regular protein intake is critical for preserving muscle mass, which keeps your legs strong and your body balanced. But dairy's power doesn't stop there. It's also one of the best sources of calcium, the mineral responsible for keeping bones dense and durable. As you age, your body naturally becomes less efficient at absorbing calcium, which increases the risk of bone thinning, fractures, and conditions like osteoporosis. Without strong bones, even well-conditioned muscles can't protect you from injury. That's why including calcium-rich dairy products in your daily meals is so important. A cup of yogurt or a slice of cheddar can provide a substantial portion of your daily calcium needs. No pills required. And here's the good news. You don't have to force it. Dairy is versatile and easy to enjoy. Start your morning with oatmeal made with warm milk and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Add shredded cheese to scrambled eggs or whole grain toast for a satisfying breakfast. Enjoy a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with berries and walnuts as a midday snack. Sprinkle Parmesan over roasted vegetables or pasta for a flavorful dinner boost. If you're lactose intolerant or simply don't enjoy dairy, don't worry. Many plant-based alternatives like soy milk or almond milk are fortified with calcium and vitamin D. You can also find lactose-free options that offer the same benefits without the digestive discomfort. For older adults, especially those trying to prevent falls and maintain independence, the combination of protein and calcium in dairy makes it a natural defense system for your legs and overall mobility. In our next segment, we'll look at a powerful group of vegetables that's often underestimated, but packs a punch when it comes to joint health, circulation, and muscle function. Stay with me. This next one may surprise you. See leafy greens, the savior of legs. When you think about keeping your legs strong and your body mobile as you age, vegetables probably aren't the first thing that comes to mind. But if there's one group of foods that deserves a permanent spot on your plate, it's leafy greens, like spinach, kale, collard greens, and arugula. These humble veggies are nutrient-packed powerhouses that play a major role in supporting muscle function, joint comfort, and bone health. Let's start with vitamin K, one of the unsung heroes of healthy aging. This vitamin helps regulate calcium in the body and directs it where it's needed most, into your bones. Without enough vitamin K, even a high-calcium diet might fall short. Leafy greens like kale and collards are among the richest natural sources of vitamin K, making them excellent allies in preventing bone thinning and reducing fracture risk. But that's not all. Another critical mineral found in many leafy greens is magnesium. As we age, muscle cramps and spasms can become more common, and often magnesium deficiency is a hidden cause. Magnesium helps muscles relax properly after contracting, which is essential for avoiding that tight, uncomfortable feeling in your legs after walking or stretching. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach contains nearly 20% of your daily magnesium needs. Then there's potassium, a mineral that works closely with sodium to maintain fluid balance and support proper muscle contractions. Low potassium can cause weakness, fatigue, and even muscle trembling. Leafy greens like Swiss chard and beet greens are excellent sources, helping your muscles stay responsive and well-nourished. And by supporting circulation, potassium also ensures your legs get enough oxygen and nutrients to function at their best. So how do you fit more of these greens into your meals without feeling like you're eating rabbit food? Here are a few simple, delicious ideas. Start your day with a green smoothie. Blend spinach with banana, frozen berries, and a splash of almond milk for a refreshing, nutrient-packed breakfast. Add greens to soups and stews. Toss in a handful of kale or chopped collards in the last few minutes of cooking for a boost of vitamins and texture. Sauté greens with garlic and olive oil, a quick side dish that pairs perfectly with chicken, fish, or even scrambled eggs. Use greens as a base for warm salads. Wilt arugula or spinach slightly and top with roasted vegetables, grains, and a soft-boiled egg for a satisfying meal. Even if you're not a fan of raw salads, cooked greens are mild and blend easily into many dishes. And for those with dietary restrictions, they're naturally low in calories, gluten-free, and packed with fiber, making them perfect for almost any lifestyle. By adding leafy greens to your regular meals, you're not just supporting your legs, you're nourishing your entire body, from circulation to digestion to balance. Next, we'll wrap up with a few takeaways to help you put all this into action and take control of your leg health, starting today. As we've seen today, weakening legs aren't just an unavoidable part of aging, they're a signal that your body's asking for better support, better fuel, and better care. But here's the empowering part. You're not stuck with weakness. By making a few intentional choices, like adding more fatty fish, dairy products, and leafy greens to your meals, you can nourish your body with exactly what it needs to rebuild strength, protect your bones, and improve your balance. These aren't expensive superfoods or extreme routines. They're simple, accessible ingredients that can help you stay mobile, independent, and active for years to come. Just like Margaret, the 72-year-old who regained her energy and confidence through small daily changes, you too can reclaim your strength, starting with your next meal. So here's my challenge to you. Choose one thing from today's video to put into action this week. Maybe it's trying a grilled salmon dinner, mixing spinach into your morning smoothie, or simply adding an extra glass of milk to your day. Small steps lead to big results. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future tips on healthy aging. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one change you're going to try this week? Leave a comment below. Your story might inspire someone else in this community. Thanks for watching, and remember, your best steps are still ahead of you. See you in the next video.